I always forget to take it off silent, so that it calls me
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get a hold of you all day long.
Uh-huh.
I haven't found a good riding pair of jeans that I like that fit, so I gotta go to the mall or Old Navy,
Mm-hmm.
and they just don't have like riding jeans that you can fit your phone in.
Yeah.
So it's sitting in there. Which I typically don't like to do when I'm out here by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But
Get you a cantle bag and put on there something that you can put it in on the saddle.
I usually like to have it attached to
hang
me.
It on here.
Well, I like to have it attached to me. That way, in my mind, if I get thrown and
You
hurt,
got it
it's
right
right
there.
here,
Uh-huh.
not attached
Not
to my
attached
horse.
to the horse's saddle.
That's over there.
Yeah.
Okay. And the horse is going over yonder while you're
Yeah.
over here.
Well, laying on the ground.
Good girl.
You've been riding her for how many days now? What'd you say?
A week? Did you say a week? Maybe.
Oh, when was the last time you were here?
A week ago. I think you said you got on her that day, didn't you? Or was it the next day? So about 4 or 5 days into the deal, you got on her.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I had to check back up Facebook.
Yeah.
But see, my definition of a ride is a little different. Like, I was a passenger for the first couple rides.
Uh-huh.
So I guess that is the first time I rode her.
Uh-huh.
But,
Where are you posting all your stuff for her on Facebook?
on my Facebook page.
Okay.
I don't post a whole lot.
I know you haven't.
Right now, she has a little bit of sticky feet, which is fine. I mean, she's less than 10 rides. She's allowed to kind of whatever.
Uh-huh.
So if she wants to have sticky feet, then I'll just work on moving her hips and her shoulders, which is something I really need her to understand extremely well anyway.
Uh-huh. So you always take advantage of how she's doing that particular moment.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, I guess that's part of the natural horsemanship kind of training. Otherwise, it's breaking.
Good girl.
See
Yeah,
it? Now that head comes up. Oh, I'm a good girl.
like I said, with the timeline that we have on this competition, it doesn't really leave, time for bad days or bad weather days. So, like tomorrow, it's supposed to be raining. I mean, I'll come out and we'll do something. I probably won't be riding her
Uh-huh.
because she doesn't like me on her bareback yet.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to ruin my saddle, but I mean, might work on clippers or going in the barn or something else like that.
Look
But
where she comes from.
I'm not saying I'm not going to push her around the pen, but right now, I need her to know that she has a say-so what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And the say-so is, I just don't really feel like moving forward. And that's what she's telling me right now. I'm totally fine with that. Fine, let's not move forward. Let's move those shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's move the hind end. And then eventually she'll get bored with that and want to walk off. So then I'll put my walk-off cue on it. So it's more of her idea. And then we'll just start adding direction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I need her to enjoy what we're doing. I don't want to blow her mind or make her feel, oh, she's coming out and she's going to do circles and this and that. Now, I want her to look forward to me coming out because we're going to do things.
Well, that's part of the bonding.
It is. And she seems to enjoy me being out here. I mean, I'll leave her out in this pen and I'll come out a few hours later and she walks right up to me. And it's not because I've sat there and put my come here cue on her.
Uh-huh.
It's just, hey, what you doing? What are we going to do now?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mainly because I need her to get that balance of just standing still when I'm on, when I'm off. So usually I'll have my lead rope still tied on, then I'll get off and I'll walk around her. So that's part of the competition. I have to ground tie. So the earlier I can do that, the better it is. And when I do put my ground tie on her, she's not allowed to move her feet at all.
Uh-huh.
When I actually look at her, that's when I want her to come and actually make my noise. Girl. But if I'm not using my mind to ask her to come, I want her to stay.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
It's a learning process. And like I said, I don't think she slept much last night, so. And this is the one thing that I am very much tell everybody to do. When you first get on your horse, just let him sit here. That way, I mean, this is what she knows. Teana gets on and she just sits here. There's no trying to walk off or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to put her back because I still didn't ask her to move, and she really doesn't have a say-so in that right now. Now, if she starts getting real antsy, then I'll let her move out just because she needs something to do with that energy. But she doesn't have a whole lot of energy right now. So we're just going to sit here and let her relax. Now we'll walk off.
See, Teana looks really good on her. She's a good
When
size.
I said I just put those holes in here right before you guys pulled up.
She acted like she was very used to him already.
Yeah, she's very inquisitive about them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something I nip in the bud just as soon as I see it. Them trying to take steps without me asking. I want her to always know that I'm always going to ask her to move her feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to sit here until she relaxes. And again, I mean, we're less than 10 rides into it, but this is something that will carry through the rest of her life. But if I just kind of let those little steps that really don't mean anything carry on, those little steps are going to become a lot.
Become a pain in the neck. Or vice versa, in the little steps that build the foundation.
Mm-hmm. At some point in my ride, sometimes I do it in the very beginning, sometimes I do it at the very end, where I just sit on her and ask her to move. And as she moves, I try to tell her where I want her to go with my feet and my leg. That way it helps ensure that she's going to be a soft horse to ride. I want my mind more or less to be able to tell this mare where to go. I don't want to have to put a bridle on her. So sometimes I'll do it in the very beginning, and sometimes that's how we'll finish up is, I'll just hold my reins in her mane, and then use my body and my legs to kind of push her around or follow her. If she decides that she wants to go to the left, then I'll put, my turn to the left cues on. Right now, I'm not going to do that because she needs more direction right now. And she's still trying to figure out why there's two new humans standing.
There's what?
2 new humans standing. You guys are the first ones to watch her ride.
Oh, yeah? I got a 10-minute one.